Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be doing another top 10 video. I'm going to be looking at my top 10 songs by New Order. So again, this is just a bit of like a mishmash, just some of like their biggest songs, but then also a couple of album tracks which I think like rank among the band's best work and sort of like personal favourites of mine. So anyway, without further ado, we will just get started with the list at number 10. It's never enough. I'm going to give it to the song Shell Shock here. So this was a standalone single they released in 1986, and it is a song which I discovered on the Substance compilation, and I've just always really liked it. It's a song which I've always looked forward to hearing on that album, and it's got a great chorus, absolute killer chorus, and yeah, I just think deserves a place on my list. So Shell Shock comes in at number 10. Okay, next one up, number 9, is Everything's Gone Green, which was the band's second single, and I think it's a really underrated song. It wasn't actually on the CD. What was my introduction to New Order, which was this total it didn't appear on there. I mean, it wasn't a hit single by any means, but I think it's a very important song in their discography. It was one of the first uses of sequencers and really heavy use of synthesizers. I don't think that there's any guitar on this song at all, which was a first for the band. And yeah, I think without this song we wouldn't have had things like Temptation and Blue Monday, of course. But it's very much like a transitional single as well, because it's still very much got the darkness off their first album and also the Joy Division material. So a song I have a lot of time for there, Everything's Gone Green, would be at number 9. Yes, it's called love. Number 8 now, I'm giving it to Thieves Like Us. Again, another standalone single, and I think one of their best songs here again. It's quite a rare case of New Order basically doing a love song, really. It is quite tenderly done. As I said, it's one of their softest, one of the most affectionate tracks, and I think is a really, 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 really nice song. And especially on these this 12-inch version where it allows the song some space to grow, I think really works. So yeah, Thieves Like Us will come in at number 9. Why don't you look at me? Number 7 is a song from this album, Technique, which as an album is something which I've only really been getting into maybe the last year or so. It's a record which I very much ignored from New Order for the longest time. But there are some absolute gems on here. I could have picked say Round and Round for this, Run, Vanishing Point, but the song I have chosen is Lovelus, which I think is a really good song. It's got more of a almost acoustic-y sort of feel to it. It's very unlike New Order, this song, but I think it's really great. I think Bernard Sumner, when he wrote the lyrics, had just gone through a divorce, so that does sort of reflect on the lyrics of this song. He sort of sings I worked hard to give you all the things that you need, and you won't even talk to me. So yeah, I mean, but through that the bitterness of the song, it is just a really good, it's just a really good track. Production is absolutely faultless, and yeah, for me is a song which I just really love. So yeah, Loveless will come in at number 7. Again, now at number 6, another slightly oddball choice, but I'm going for the song Face Up, which is the closing track on Low Life here. And yeah, I just think it is a great song. It is certainly for me a highlight on this album. I think it's just again the juxtaposition of the very joyous music on this one here. Again, it really just makes you want to dance, but then lyrically it is again a bit darker, about a breakup and that. But yeah, it is a great song, a great closer, and a song which for me is a personal favourite. So yeah, Face Up will come in at number 6. Next up, number 5 is one of their biggest songs, and I've not got too much to say about it, but because it is True Faith. which I'm putting at number 5. Classic single, like I said, comes from this singles compilation, which I mean they were one of like the great singles bands like off like the 80s really. Like I mean like so like you had to really sort of like appreciate like kind of like the both modes like off New Order, both albums and then also singles. They were just great at, and this is a perfect case of one. Yeah, it was like one of like their biggest chart hits. It's a classic pop song like endures like to this day, and yeah, for me, True Faith will come in at number 5. I'm not the kind that likes to tell you just what I want. Next track up is the opening track from Power, Corruption and Lies called Age of Consent, and this is a great song. Yeah, it said it's a great opening track as well. It's got that trademark Peter Hook very propulsive bass line on it, some great guitar work from Bernard Sumner, and again just some really like nice like synth touches as well. It just really gives the song a real lift. Like it really like I mean like it's a great driving song this as well. So yeah, Age of Consent for me will come in at number 4. Next track up on my list is Bizarre Love Triangle, which was originally from the Brotherhood album here. It's a song for me which just doesn't really fit on this album at all. I think yeah, like it's just got more of a, I mean this is more like a rock sort of driven album, like whereas like the actual song itself like it's a bit more dancey and like being a bit more kind of commercial, and it was a bit of a shame really because it wasn't a successful single like when it was like originally released, but it is now considered a New Order classic. It's one of like their like the most covered songs, like the most like well regarded songs, and I think it just works like on so many different levels, like all like kind of the dance remixes of it, they're all great, but then also as an actual song like there's a really good acoustic version, like a stripped back acoustic version on YouTube, like of Bernard Sumner doing it, and it just shows you how much of a great song this is. Like it's just like a really like strong track lyrically, melodically, but then also you could just have like a lot of fun like with like the different like remixes like off it as well. So yeah, Bizarre Love Triangle will come in at number 3 for me. Thought I was mistaken. Okay, so now into the top 2, and at number 2 I'm going for Blue Monday here. So this is their most popular song, the most well-known, most well-acclaimed song, I would say for sure, and it's a very much a pioneering track, like very much formed the basis like for nearly every kind of like dance record like what came out after it. Melded together so many different like disparate like influences, like from Kraftwerk to like an Ennio Morricone film score to sort of like disco like music like off like the late 70s. Really melds it together and created something truly unique and what truly has endured like over the years. And I personally think that like this original version from 1983, like they never bettered it. Like I think like they did reissue it like a few times like throughout the years, like with different mixes on it and stuff, but for me you can't beat like the original version, like the original 12-inch version here of Blue Monday. And yes, that would be my number 2 New Order song. But pimping that to the post for me is Temptation, which was the single before Blue Monday, and I think is yeah, just an incredible song. It wasn't a huge hit like at the time, but it certainly gained a lot more recognition. I think it was in one of the Trainspotting films, like I believe, and like yeah, like I think it is just like a great song, like a live staple, like for like New Order. For me, it is the perfect mix of the kind of like the electronics, like the sequencers, the synths, but then also like it's quite a guitar-heavy song as well. You've got like real drums on it, like and like so like Bernard's guitar really punctuates the track. And also like it's such a catchy song like as well. I said it works on so many levels, like the up down turn around please don't let me hit the ground chorus is just absolutely killer. I would say though I think the best version of the song is actually, which is rare for New Order, the 7-inch single version. It's about 5 minutes long, but I just think it like wraps up the song really well, like has a bit more structure to it, whereas this 12-inch version, like I'm not sure like if it's like been like re-recorded or something, like this is like the reissue that came out I think last year, and like yeah, like I just think it just seems a bit messy like this, like 12-inch version. It kind of goes from kind of verse like to chorus to the bridge and back to the verse, and it just doesn't really have the structure. But like then again, as I said, the version what I kind of like knew first was the single version, which is on Total, and like it's that version like which I am picking as my number one New Order song. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I would be interested to know what some of your favourite New Order songs are in the comments below, and I will see you all next time for the next video. Goodbye.